Takite.
Saying it 3 times doesn't mean I know it better.
Takite asines.
Saying it and then saying more things I don't know is even more unhelpful.
Takite tu asesines.
I don't even know what to say now, because, like, I already told you everything that you need to know and more. And then you keep being unhelpful. Basically, you're just ineffective in use of language.
Takite tuas horribilis et sacris et sinis.
I think she's being in Latin.
Did you just switch from Japanese to Latin?
No. The whole time was
Oh,
Latin.
the whole time.
That sounded pretty Japanese to me.
Basically, yeah. Well, she likes sounding Japanese regardless.
That actually was accidental, but...
Occidental or accidental?
Accidental.
Oh,
Sounds like Occidental.
yeah.
It's college.
Occidental.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the opposite of Oriental, which would be Japanese.
You do have orange, a little bit of orange around your eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Other people.
I told you.
Mm. Not in that one, but in that one right now.
Really?
Maybe the light.
What color are my eyes?
Like dark green or something like that. That's more like brown. Like the orange. It's interesting.
Yesterday they were gray.
Good story.
More colorful than gray, definitely.
They were like gray blue yesterday.
Yeah, blue's not really that color. More brown and green than anything right now. But I do remember them being bluer. Basically, you have very interesting eyes.
Yay!
That's possibly the weirdest eye-related compliment that I've given. But okay. Very interesting eyes.
How is that a bad thing?
It's just interesting is often double-edged. In this case, it wasn't. But like if you want to tacitly insult someone, you say, "That's interesting."
Yeah, if you say it like that, too.
But, yeah, I didn't, so it wasn't like that. But, like, interesting is a loaded word in that sense.
Actually, my eyes are one of the things I've always gotten compliments on.
They're good eyes.
That and actually my mom, my aunt, my grandma, my sister, me, my brother, which is kind of weird. Get compliments on our eyelashes. Not our eyes, our eyelashes.
Eyelashes.
That we have nice eyelashes. They're long and stuff. My eyelashes used to be a lot darker, too.
When I know people say, like, oh, you want long eyelashes, because I don't really notice eyelashes.
Men tend to not want long eyelashes, but...
I mean, yeah, men, like, in terms of femininity.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really notice eyelashes. Okay, cool. Eyelashes.
Women notice other women's eyelashes.
Yeah, which is...
A lot.
Should've.
Are you filming us? Or just holding the phone like that randomly?
Oh, the phone. Sorry.
Like I was saying, not slightly interesting conversation.
That it is not. That's not true.
Okay, Hannah and I were on
Fascinating conversation about eyes.
Just Hannah's eyes are just like mine. My brother's are hazel. They're more like yours.
Oops, I just tagged you as Corey. My bad. Remove.
Oh my god, did you still follow you that? Oh, I didn't tell you.
What?
When my parents took us to the Japanese restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
the guy.
Oh.
Ooh, I remember this.
Okay.
But that was just awkward though.
That was super awkward.
I love awkward
Not super
stories.
awkward.
Not super awkward,
It's like-
but if other,
I wouldn't have thought to tell Colleen this story, but if you really want to.
it's kind of funny.
Go for
Okay,
it.
so we were.
No, I want to.
Okay.
Okay. So we were there. We got in, and he was just like, he's like, oh, so he goes, he talked to me, and he's like, he's called me little girl. A bunch of times.
Yeah.
He's like,
Who called you a little girl?
the
The
owner,
waiter.
the rest.
Oh, well, was he Asian?
HD.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was also like, oh, you get to choose what table you sit at.
He's like, oh, little girl. He's like, little girl, you get to choose. They call me pretty little girl, actually. You get to choose table. I was like, that one. So then we sat down. And
That one.
That one. And then he's like, you're the boss. And it was really funny. And then we sat down. And I sat next to Corey. And you know what he said? Colleen.
What do you do?
He asked Corey, he's like, because Corey was laughing actually, and
Yeah.
so he goes, "Oh, this your little sister? Did your little sister?" And we just dead silent, and he's like, "I don't get it." And then Corey goes,
No, that's my girlfriend. And he's like, he didn't even react that I could see.
"Yeah." He's like, "Oh."
It's like, oh, okay.
Okay, cool beans. Not awkward.
My mom and dad were like,
Mm-hmm.
No, not so much. Excuse me.
"Did you want to close this?"
Well, apparently since she's into his pity, she's into that. So,
Who's into what?
although since she's into his pity, she's into that.
Oh, 'tis pity. Into that kinky
I've been
shit.
called young lady. I haven't been called little girl in a while though.
It's because he's Asian.
What does that have to do with?
They tend to call people little girl. Little girl. Especially if he's an old Asian. Was he an old Asian?
Yeah.
When is it old?
Old, he was like-
35 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of makes it a little bit awkward. Your sister.